No days off is all about hard work and determination.
Trust yourself and just stay consistent with what you want to do.
You know, you got to look in that mirror and you got to know what you see in yourself.
I want to be better than my dad. I want to show everybody how he was famous, I can be more famous.
Wow, look, this is so great. We have the star of the Johnson family and Chad Johnson on the show with us.
That crashing sound you hear, that's the national record.
And Shael Johnson, she did it in the 800, she does it in the 15.
Chad Johnson and his daughter, who no one can beat in her age group at track.
In the Junior Olympics, I won the 800-meter run, the 400-meter run, and I came second in the 1500.
Hi, my name is Shael Johnson and I'm a track athlete.
Lead us not
Lead us not
in temptation,
in temptation,
but deliver us
from
all evil.
From all evil.
God's kingdom,
Power
and glory,
forever.
forever. Amen.
Amen.
One team,
one
goal,
one
unit.
I'm Coach D. I'm the head coach of Miami Gardens Express. You know, I'm a firm believer that at this age, we really don't need no weights. We can get all our strength on God's green earth. We make sure we do our first initial warm-up lap, and I'm gonna have her pick it up like the last maybe 200 meters, 300 meters. All right, pick it up. Warm that body. Keep your mouth closed, breathing in and out your nose. 10 jumps right away. 1, 2, 3. I like these shoes, Shael. You gotta get me some of these.
No, I'm good. I like the 800.
Is that what you're best at?
Yeah. Well, I'm best at all of them, but I think I have like more confidence in the 800. When I do the 800, I want to show people that I can hit it again from the 3, and they can see how strong I am.
Now we get to the hard part. We do this every day.
Coach D's coaching style is very tough. Whatever comes to his mind, he does it. And we always have to do it with a train to be great attitude. Never give him any attitude, because if you do, he's gonna put more to it.
And the only way to fight the lactic acid off, we have to attack it and feel the burn. 3, 4, 5. Great. Shake it out. Now look at her face, see how it is. Then I say, you know what? Nah, ain't no weight. So this. No, ain't no, see, you can't catch your breath in the race. I don't want them to adapt into anything I got. It's kind of tough to make her mad, but you know, I try to. Now, this is the part where I say I like to build character, concentrate on the core again. This is when the mind shows the body that it can do anything. And this is the reason why I believe she won the 1500 last year. How you feeling? Remember, we're building the mind right now. I know you tired, I know, but I don't want you to be tired in the track meets. Again, 10 toe touches, go. Making sure the core is 110. Just making sure we're building our speed endurance right now and making sure we're using our arms to carry our legs. Tired? It's in your mind. It's in your mind. Her mind is so much stronger than everybody else's. And I understand in this sport, we're not gonna like each other all the time, but I love her always. And the goal is to get that scholarship. I don't want her parents paying anything for school. These are our TTPG bands, trained to be great.
Coach D's favorite word is trying to be great. He doesn't like the word good. He thinks good is for everybody. He wants our team and MGX team to be great.
Shael probably be the hardest worker that I've ever coached. Like, she would tell me straight up, I don't want to practice with the girls. I want to practice with the boys because I want to be better. I want to be great. She would whisper in my ear sometimes, make it harder, make it harder. But this is really one of those kids that just want everybody to be great. It's never by herself. It's always, let's make everybody great. All right, Shael, great job today.
Okay, Makai, the storm is coming. What I like about sports is it's a time where you can challenge and compete against other girls. I like playing this game because, like, I always want to be the first one, like in track too. I'm very competitive, like there's no second for me. Oh my God, Makai, I got a heavy for you.
Her dad is definitely a big influence, definitely takes after him with being very competitive. I don't think she's as cocky as he is, but I probably see it coming soon.
How's the season going?
The season is
Fun.
Season has went well and fun. School was fun.
School is not supposed to be fun.
I mean, yeah. Well, to me it is because I'm learning. I learned about math, science.
Oh, you learned about math? What's 5 plus 5?
10.
Hey, there we go. We got an academic scholar on our hands.
My dad inspires me because he's an NFL star and everybody loves him. So he's inspired me to become like he was. So I would love to be like to what he do so everybody can love me like they love him. Go, let's go! Yeah, that's a goal, yeah, come on.
You want to score?
No.
I think playing sports it's in our blood. It's in our DNA. Shoot, you gotta get into action. Each year I'm proud of Shael improving, year to year. Setting new goals and achieving those goals each year. I love to see Shael in the Olympics. That'd be dope. Seeing little visions of you and your kids doing well in their respective crafts. That's really, really a dope feeling. Over the years, it's been pretty dope watching her become the track athlete that she has. It's been a fun journey. So watching her grow and become dominant, at her young age it's fascinating.
Look at daddy. One.
Coach D is definitely more than just a coach. We kind of consider ourselves like family.
Oh my God, this is so mean.
The only weakness that Shael has is her age. She's 13. She's true enough in a lot of areas, but that's kids, so that's why I love her being a child. I love her being immature. That's one, I hate to say this, but that's one weakness that I love because you're allowing a child to be a child. She's 13 years old. She's gonna make mistakes. She's not gonna be perfect, but she wants to strive to be great.
My next steps is to be the fastest in Florida, and I just want to show everybody how strong I am in the 4.8 and the 15, and I'm just gonna redeem myself in the 1500. And just like Coach D said, I always run my heart. I never be afraid. Sometimes I get a little nervous, but I already know that God is with me, and my team is praying for me. So every time I step on the track, I do good.
My daughters are fast.
Everyone in our family is super competitive. Devin's speed is unique. She was born with it. She won nationals at 8.
I love being on the track. I love the feeling of winning. My dad is a running back. He played on the Chargers, Saints, and Eagles.
Being a girl dad is great.
What's unique about Ryan, not only is she fast, but she has a big heart.
I'm very elite because I work hard and I'm very fast.
No Days Off is all about hard work and determination. I'm Devin Sproles.
I'm Ryan Sproles.
We're track stars, and this is No Days Off.
When we moved to LA, we decided to start a track team. Good job, ladies, way to work, way to work. West Coast Elite is an all-girl track team, ages 8 to 15. I'm coaching, my husband Darren is coaching.
Big arms!
Good job, ladies.
All the way.
I grew up running track. I started running when I was 8 years old. My husband ran in high school.
If we played football, we had to run track. So I would always come into football in shape, fast. So that's the main reason why I ran. Fast, fast, finish it, finish it.
And now my 2 youngest. So this is a huge, huge part of our family.
You gotta get here. 13, 14, thank you. 14-3-2. Yeah.
Devin actually was really, really quiet. She was my quiet baby. When she turned 5 and we put her in track, she was just a natural. Literally her first track meet, she won, and she was 5 years old. I had never run before in her life.
I love being on the track. I love the feeling of winning more than anything, and that's what keeps me going.
Devin is our spicy child. She's the one that puts the gray hair in my beard right now.
I knew I was gonna be good at track when I got older, like 11. I think to me, I really started to take it seriously and knew I was actually gonna be good and had a future in track.
Devin's speed is unique. She's crazy fast. It's innate. She was born with it.
Set. Good push, Rod. Now stay on it, stay on it.
Ryan was my crybaby. She was the child that kept us up all night. She was always athletic though. Always jumping around, flipping. She was like climbing walls at a super young age. She might have been like 2 or 3. So I knew for certain that something was definitely special about Ryan at a young age.
My favorite race is the 100 because that's one of the best events on the track, and that's the best event I'm good at.
I think what's unique about Ryan is not only is she fast, but she has a big heart and she shows up big. Everyone out there is usually taller than her.
When I race girls that are way bigger than me, I don't really care because I'll go up against anybody.
Like I always try to tell her, don't let your size discourage you, but it's all about the size of your heart. And she shows that at every single race.
You know, like daughters, when they start getting into like the nails and stuff, they don't want to do this no more. They don't want to break it.
Being a girl dad is great, because my thing is, I really didn't want a son because I kind of didn't want the pressure of him having to play football. But me being a girl dad, they don't have to play football. They can run track without that pressure.
I realized my dad was an NFL star when I was like 10 maybe. It was fun watching him perform, but it's really cool.
I don't see him as like an NFL player. I see him as my dad.
I think it's great that he's out there with them. Darren is probably one of the hardest workers I know, and I think Devin and Ryan both have gotten that work ethic from him because he was a super hard worker. Everyone in our family is super competitive. We make everything a game. Card games get a little crazy. Uno is big in our house.
Oh, what up? What that say?
They can get intense sometimes. My sister likes to talk a lot of trash. My dad can talk too, but it's not as much as my sister.
Oh, I still won. I knew I was gonna win. I said it from the beginning.
Our big thing is, do you want to be good or do you want to be great?
Because being good is easy, you know what I'm saying? But if you want to be great, you gotta do that little extra.
It means that you have to do the little things outside of your sport to be great. Because everybody can be good, but a lot of people don't want to put in the work to be great.
Every time they reach a goal or something like along them lines, I always have a proud dad moment.
When they get to a meet and they reach a goal or they win or they show up big, then it's always refreshing to see all the hard work pay off.
My track dream is to go to the Olympics and win the 100.
My dream is to go to the Olympics and win in the 100 and 200. I'm very confident in it because of my hard work and dedication to the sport.
I've always known that baseball's been my passion and my love.
I know that he's going to play in the big leagues just because of his work ethic.
Little C has been surrounded by baseball his entire life.
I've always had a ball in my hands. It's something that I've kind of centered my focus around.
Me being able to watch his work ethic is special.
And I tell him to do something, I'm like, look, you need to be here, you need to do this. He's here, he's doing it.
Say trust yourself and just stay consistent with what you want to do.
You can just tell that he understood the game really well. Now that his talent is catching up to the baseball IQ, is just all coming together. It's only going to get better.
Try to dominate the day as much as I can, improving each and every day. I think I'll put myself in a good position to be where I want to be.
My name is Carson Sabathia. I'm 17 years old and I play baseball. We are in Norwood, New Jersey at Impact Zone. We're about to get the Sunday morning workout in and get right. Let's do it.
When I first came in here, I think I contemplated if I wanted to do this anymore. Like, it was brutal. Sunday morning torture chamber, it's exactly how it sounds. If you're coming in there to break your body down, you better be ready.
I'm hurting today because I hadn't worked out in a couple weeks. I've never been around a kid, a 17-year-old, that works the way he does. The father-son relationship gets hard when, it's a sport involved, and I just stay out of it, and let him go to instructors, and when he needs me to throw, I'll throw.
Impact Zone is a full-service fitness center. I've been in the fitness industry all my life. Primary focus during the season is maintenance and injury prevention, and then during the off season is getting them stronger. the youth, they're growing during this whole phase. They're not in control of their body fully. They're not in control of their gait. They're running. These are all the things that you've got to work on. So there's a big difference between an adult or a seasoned athlete like, his father, or him coming up from 13 years old.
Volume is the least amount I'll do in a week, but it's still probably the most intense day. We start off with the warm-up with the push-ups with the handles, and then we did the TRX bands straight into hang cleans with the 25s, the one-arm snatches with the 35s, and then we did the med ball slams.
Don't stop it here.
All the way.
Bring it here. On the ball slam, he was stopping here and slamming the ball. So he was short, the range of motion was short. I want him stretching his rib cage and full slam.
Step ups. We did the single leg lunge jumps, and then we did the alternating lunge jumps. How much can we hurt our legs today? See, let's do that. That was the day.
I could see right away that his baseball IQ was really high, especially for a kid. His body and his talent wasn't caught up to what his mind was trying to do until we started coming to Impact Zone. It's a big gym, but it's a small community.
I love it. I love it because to me, it's just kind of fun. It's seeing how far I can push my body and the limits that it'll go. After a couple weeks, you see that improvement of, man, the weight has gone up, your reps have gone up. You're not getting as tired. You're still dead, like you still don't want to do this anymore, but you're still doing more and you see that improvement.
He works out so hard during the off-season, during the winter months, and he gets so big that you don't want to lose that. It's a lot of fun to be able to work out with Lil C.
He said, my son needs to start training. He's a baseball player. So, we had to get his legs stronger, his hips stronger, all functional stuff, sport specific stuff to, enhance his baseball on the field. And I've been training him ever since. It was fun because you can see the progression. I have the videos from when he was 13 till, he started, he was here on me. Now he's here.
It's been awesome. I've trained with Dave, it feels like my whole life. He's been such a vital and important part of my physical development and mental as well. He's one of the reasons my work ethic is, continuing to grow and getting better every day is just due to how much he's helped push me. I'm super lucky to have him.
So this is security camera all the way around, and I get notifications. Sometimes 5 o'clock in the morning, my notification goes off, and I hit the camera, and he's got the light on, swinging in the batting cage before he goes to high school. So not a lot of kids want to wake up, hit 100 balls, and then go to school. It's in him, and then I think that's going to propel him. It's going to help to propel him to where he needs to go.
I think I was around 3 or 4 when I first started playing organized ball. I've always known that baseball's been my passion and my love, and it's something that I've kind of centered my focus around, having the ball or the bat in my hands. I've always loved it.
Our house is a baseball house. I never forced him to play baseball, but I just knew that he would just because of being in the clubhouse, being in the cages, being around the guys all the time. The lifestyle that we live, he's experienced my whole career from World Series to All-Star games, everything. Carson played football, he played basketball. I knew all leading up to him being a one-sport athlete in baseball in high school, but I wanted him to have those other skills and those other mindsets from those other sports.
It's being on those different teams and meeting those new people. I feel as if I have so much more to accomplish and achieve. But even now, there's been so many people and so many different relationships I've built just off of baseball alone. Getting chosen for the Perfect Game All-American Classic in San Diego has been a true blessing and something that I'll cherish for a very long time. I'll take with me for the rest of my life.
I think around 13 or 14, he was playing locally here on some travel teams, and he was getting frustrated. Not the talent level, but just the amount of caring that the kids had, of losing and, playing the game the right way and different things. And I called David right away, and I was like, all right, now it's time to, start putting some strength and power with everything that he had going on.
So he was a 13-year-old child, but he was athletic, had an incredible work ethic. He still has that today. I believe his work ethic is actually going to propel him even further.
I don't think there was a specific position that I was drawn towards. It was just being out on that field.
I don't think that pitching is off the table still. As long as you can throw a baseball, you can pitch at any time. So best pitcher in the league in Major League Baseball right now didn't start pitching until his junior year of college. So I always tell him, hit till they take the bat away from you, and then you can go to the mound.
Little C is doing this with the guidance of his incredible family, but this is on his own. This is him. But his mindset is, I want to be a professional ball player. And he does everything in his power to achieve his goal. That's the difference.
If you stay consistent in what you do and try to improve each and every day, you'll find yourself where you want to be. I think you won't even see yourself as taking days off.
We have one that says Gigi Bryant, and I'll just commemorate Gigi and Kobe, because that was just, he was an impactful part of my life, because I feel like that was like somebody I really like looked up to as a kid, and then him being around my dad growing up, kind of just like, he was just like an idol to me. Just reminded me, just, you know, your head on your goals and like, try to achieve them. I'm Jace Richardson, I'm a guard at Michigan State, and the ultimate goal is to get to the NBA. On our way to the facility right now to grab some breakfast before we head to class. Kind of was trying to find my role at first, and then once I started getting comfortable, just kind of increasing my role and try to help the team. I feel like I'm really a scorer for this team, that I can make plays in big time moments for my team. I get my teammates involved and I can get defensive stops. My dad played in the NBA when I was growing up, so I just fell in love with the sport, just being around it so much. I remember I was young, breaking down his game film. I don't know why, I just felt like doing it. Growing up, you always want to play. You always wanted to play D1 college basketball. You always want to play in front of the biggest crowds. You want to play in the biggest tournaments, play against the biggest programs. So kind of playing this year, it makes me feel like a kid because I'm going through all the things I wanted to be as a kid. Once you go into a game and you get done with it, you're already on to the next team. You don't get a day or two to relax. You don't get a day or two to, take time for yourself. It's on to the next one because these games come kind of fast. Now I feel like I'm really taking care of my body and eating better than what I was at high school. This is a basketball school. We're a highly historic basketball program, and we want to get back to winning championships and doing all that, so winning is definitely the top of my priorities. You just gotta find a little rhythm for yourself. Just find a time where you can do your work and get it done, because you don't want to just sit on top of all your work and then have to do it the day before a game or something. So you kind of just gotta manage your time. Be able to travel places for my high school basketball career, just find the time to get my work done before we go on the road and get it done before we can have a big game or something like that.
Time management is essential, especially we're getting into March. They'll be traveling a ton. Took a trip to California, missed a week of school, and then the week after that will be the Big Ten tournament. Missed probably close to another week of school. They have to make sure that they're working ahead on stuff, getting everything done so that they don't fall behind. This is where all the student athletes go for academics. Come in here and get our work done. So having her to communicate with our teachers and making sure we're getting all the work that we missed done is really helpful, especially when we don't really have that much time in between stuff and all the travel that we do. Jace has been awesome to work with. As much as he's a good basketball player, he's an even better student. He is working towards being an academic All-American. There's no set bar of like, this will make you an academic All-American. Basically, you're going against all the other basketball players in the country. And what they look at is how you do in basketball, how you do in academics, and then your leadership and community service. They take that all into account. And so we're making sure that Jace is hitting all of those because he could definitely qualify to be an academic All-American. What is Giannis gonna do with the dunk contest? A power dunk?
Giannis gonna jump mad far and then just dunk hard as mud.
Yo, the Superman one, he even dunked it, he just threw it. I don't remember when Serge Ibaka dunked it and then grabbed the teddy bear with his teeth.
Yeah. And gave it to the little kid.
He did?
Right?
Yeah. Bro, look it up.
Yeah. I do not remember this, bro. Yo, what the?
Yo. Just got out of hand and it's 11:30 right now. We're about to head to a massage real quick for lifting practice. So I'm going into the facility, go get a massage. Most of my free time either goes into the Lego sets I've been building, listening to music, or playing a video game. I made this one right here. Piranha playing awesome. Mario. We got a mix between Venom and Groot. I was proud of that one. That one took me a while. Infinity Gauntlet. We got a couple Marvel. Made this car. This one probably took the second longest, but I feel like this one was the longest. 14 hours. Especially for me, because I just turn on some music and I kind of just work on them. It kind of just feels like I'm in my own space and I'm kind of just enjoying myself. Still got more space, so I'm probably gonna do a couple more. It's gonna be a nice collection though, for sure. We got the arena, Breslin Center. My mom found it somewhere. She got it for me for Christmas because she knew I've been doing Legos as of lately. But I feel like this one was just cool because, you know, I'm there every day. Especially when you get into college games, I feel like just the atmospheres can get so loud and intense. You kind of have that calm and peace to you when you play. You can't let the crowd or anything overwhelm you. For me, I feel like I'm a 3-level scorer. I can score at the basket, in the mid-range, or 3-point. I feel like I'm a really good playmaker. I can get my teammates involved, try to get them open looks as well. And I feel like I'm a solid defender, so I feel like I'm an all-around type of player. I feel like lefties are probably the toughest people to guard because it's just hard because you're always used to guarding right-handed people when you're playing basketball. So I feel like we kind of have an advantage in that. For me, make sure we win games, make sure we're doing what we're supposed to, make sure we can get to that championship, and then the ultimate goal is to get to the NBA. I feel like that's every basketball player's dream, every kid's dream is to play in the NBA. Perception on the court for me is kind of just like, I'm kind of just out there. I'm really focused on the game. I kind of tune out all the outside noise. I mean, I still hear it, but at the end of the day, it's just the basketball court.
Dia is a quiet leader on and off the field. He's conscientious. He holds himself to a higher standard.
It's the way he plays the game with as much composure as he does, the way he's able to lead with this confidence that he exudes, and then the cerebral side of it is pretty special.
He just strives to be the greatest he could be at everything he does.
My name's Dia Bell. I'm 15 years old and I play quarterback, and this is No Days Off. I've been around sports since I was like 2 years old, and ever since like my grandpa played football, like college football for Morehouse University, so it's always been running through the family blood, and my dad's always been interested, but he never really played. He played in the NBA, but I've been asking for football helmets since I was about 2 years old, so really just always been a thing that I've loved to do.
He was asking for helmets, he was throwing footballs, him and his younger brother would be playing football in the hallway, so it was something that just became kind of natural and organic for him.
I was shocked at how much football information he can retain because he's basketball heavy. So for him to still have that balance to where he understands basketball but still finds time to put in the study and to understand football as well, it's amazing.
My parents always told me when I was younger, and still to this day, to just keep your head down, stay in your lane and work. And that'll get you as far as you need to go.
There's a fire there for him to be successful. He works really hard at the things that he chooses to do, and you know, it is a balancing act, like, because they are kids and you want to make sure that they understand that things put him in perspective, right? But he's got to drive, and for anybody trying to be successful in anything, we both believe that's really important. He's got that kind of innately.
You just see the natural talent there, you know what I'm saying, your natural ability. Now, his biggest thing, and he's always worked hard, that's another thing, he's always had great work ethic. I think the biggest thing for him was just the maturity and just, you know, and just getting older and you know, his muscles getting stronger and his movements getting stronger, his arm getting stronger. I've seen that jump from him now. Now you're seeing the talent meet the maturity, and now the product is starting to be exactly what we thought it was going to be. I think the next biggest thing, especially at the quarterback position, because it's tough. He was the backup quarterback last year.
From a kid who was a backup, that's a great, phenomenal athlete, now having a chance to see it from a different lens, with sitting on the sideline and actually seeing it firsthand without actually being in the live reps, I think it helped him out a little bit more to understand. So now that he walks into the light of a starting quarterback, it's a little bit more easier, because last year he had the opportunity to sit and see it and watch it and actually really get a feel and understanding for what he was looking for.
As a quarterback, you can't really be thinking about too much, because when you start to overthink it, that's when everything starts to like fly out of your head and you get all anxious and stuff. So you want to like practice it to the point where it's almost second nature, so that you can just do it without even thinking.
I've been working with Dia for about 2 years now, and just his natural athletic ability has stood out to me. He stepped up and was the man he needed to be, and he's going to continue to grow to be that man.
For accuracy, you definitely have to envision where the route's going to be, not really look at the wide receiver during the route. So when I train with my quarterback coach, you really don't want to look at the wide receiver while he's running around. You want to look at the spot that he's going to be at, so that you can hit that spot. And if he doesn't get there, then we just got to figure something else out. I've learned a lot. I've learned that trusting people is like, it'll get you far, because like trusting him with my process and going through as being a quarterback has got me where I am today. It's inspired me to go to the next level with everything I can possibly do.
Come off of it, climb to it. Perfect. Right there.
Leadership means to be able to lead by example and to set a good example for everybody around you, so that everybody knows they need to hold themselves to a certain standard.
When he was young, you know, I'd have conversations with him about like piping up and having a louder voice, and it just wasn't his style of leadership. And as I watch more people gravitate towards him and teams take off because of him and how people just followed him, it made me realize that there are more ways to skin a cat, right? You don't have to do it like that. So it's been pretty cool to watch him on his own little journey with that and continue to kind of round himself out.
He didn't gravitate towards what was cool, what was, you know, the trend or whatever. He always made his own path.
When I was younger, it was more the Russell Wilsons and the Cam Newtons, but now it's like the Patrick Mahomes and the Jalen Hurts and the Joe Burrows, just the relaxed like play style they play with and the free arm ability they have. It's just really inspiring. Vocal leader is definitely something that a quarterback has to do, but I'm one of those more lead by example type of guys, because I'm not a really big talker. I've never really been into that, but lead by example has always been something I've been able to do, because I'm really humble and I don't like to talk a lot. So just me going out there and working hard every day just shows people that they need to be doing the same as well, and maybe even working harder than what they've been doing now.
Cross to the post. The ball.
You know, just because you're out working the person next to you may not mean that you're working your hardest. You know, you gotta look in that mirror and you gotta know what you see in yourself for sure.
You caught me right there. You caught me laughing.
My name is Eliezer Evan Holyfield. I'm 24 years old and I'm a professional boxer. I had started doing Taekwondo when I was around 10, and I think I did it for roughly around 2 or 3 years. Ended up being ranked number one of the years, and then the following year I came back and I ended up getting disqualified for, you know, hitting people a little bit too hard to the head. So at that point in time, my dad had wanted me to get into boxing, because he was saying if I was gonna hit people in the face or, you know, hit them hard in the head, you know, I might as well not get in trouble for it. I had my first fight when I was 8, but I had quit boxing. I didn't quit, but my mom had took me out, and she literally put me in every other sport, just hoping I'd find a different passion. And before I started boxing back again, Taekwondo was it. You know, I wanted to go to the Olympics. I wanted to take it to the highest level.
Right now we're at Old School Boxing Gym. I've been coming here since forever.
Stay sharp, baby. Don't go to sleep in there.
We made it like my home, you know, especially when I come to Colorado Springs.
It's been a true experience coming up here. I've never been to Colorado in the first place, and never been to Colorado Springs either. So it's been really just an experience just to drive past the U.S. Olympic where they train at, and I understand why they train up here now. It's been a challenge with the altitude and stuff like that, but boxing, or really combat sports, is a mental game. So it just makes you a little bit more tough.
When I see Evan, you know, I be the big brother, but I be like the bad big brother, because I know he get motivated by me talking to him. So that's what I do. When I see he's slacking, I just talk to him, and then he'll pick it up.
I've been knowing about Adrian for a long time. Just like, you know, you watch HBO, well, really, if you watch boxing period, you won't know Adrian. He's like top tier trash talk. Top tier.
Don't let him trick y'all. He don't want to get him. At first he used to be too young, then he was too small that I can't hit him. Now he the perfect size. I can punch that.
The main focus has actually been focus. You know, when things get tough, or when you're starting to get a little bit harder to breathe, you're getting less oxygen to your brain or whatever extremities you gotta remember, like, when it gets hard like this in the fight, Yeah, you just can't let yourself fold in, you know what I mean?
Out of Atlanta, Georgia, Evan Holyfield.
Holyfield is a last name, for sure. But I feel like it's really a name that my dad has really built for himself. It holds a lot of weight in the sport of boxing.
Says his dad's legacy isn't pressure for me, it just motivates me. I have to be great too.
I don't really look at my last name as a privilege or anything. Many people in the game, you know, I feel like they go against me, and you know what? They give me their all. You know, it's a hard fight every fight because everybody wants to beat Holyfield. They think about my dad when they're trying to fight me and stuff like that. But after the fight, they know who they fighting. You know what I mean? You know they're fighting young Holy.
And Nick Winstead is down. That didn't take long. And they wave it off. They stop it. It's over.
I remember when Mike Tyson came to my fight. It was actually my first fight. It's real packed in the place, in the venue. It's so packed, but all of a sudden I just see it kind of split apart. Like you could tell somebody's walking through, like somebody important, because it split apart like the Red Sea. And all of a sudden I see my dad and Mike. And Mike's hype, you know what I mean? He's looking around. He was like, "Yo, where's Evan? Where's Evan?" And I'm like in the back of my mind, like, do not tell this man where I'm at. I'm trying to get ready for the fight. I'm already sweating bullets because it's my first fight. So the one thing in boxing is you're not allowed to come up to the apron and give instructions, you know? Or if you're a fan in the crowd, you're not even allowed to come up to the ring. He runs up to the ring and he starts giving me instructions. But he starts throwing punches, you know? He's like, "Evan, you gotta throw your punches like this. Pow, 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 pow." And literally, he told me what to do and I applied it like immediately and ended up catching the boy with a crazy hook or something like that. And they gave him an 8 count and I won the fight. Crazy, because it was a moment when I realized he was great, and it was a moment I realized I wanted to be great too. It's probably the time when he got inducted to the National Hall of Fame. He had invited me to come. Of course, I went. Actually, I had a tournament to go to, but I chose to watch him get inducted to the Hall of Fame instead of going to my amateur tournament because this time it was a little bit surreal to see him get inducted to the International Hall of Fame. I look around and I'm looking at all the pictures of everybody who's been inducted, and one thing I noticed was there was no father-son tandem inside the Hall of Fame, and that's when it struck me. I knew exactly what I wanted to do or exactly what I wanted to accomplish in the game of boxing at that point in time. I wanted to be in the Hall of Fame either recognized above my dad or right there next to him, you know? And that was just be an honor for me. If I'm able to do that or when I'm able to do that, I can write it off, you know what I mean?
I mean, no days off is Miller game. That's our whole life. That's where we look at our family, our brand. We work while they sleep. And look at Mercy Miller, we don't get no days off.
Yes, sir! Mercy Miller, he's a dog. He gets it done. Hey!
He's very explosive. He's going to be a dynamic player one day in the NBA.
Good, 1, 2. Pop, 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 good, pop.
Gotta have that mama mentality, you know what I'm saying? I'm Mercy Miller, I'm 17 years old, and I'm a hooper.
Even as an infant in his mom's stomach, I used to hear these sounds, he jumping around, moving, and we was thinking like, what are we gonna call this kid? And I always used to say, Lord have mercy. And so we ended up naming him Mercy because I'm like, this kid be a basketball player, I know you're gonna be able to jump, he's jumping already in your stomach.
So I got into basketball ever since I was young, just seeing my siblings, all my family playing, my dad, you know, me and my brother, Hershey, we're super close. We used to play on the mini hoop. He'll dunk on me, he'll just push me. Ever since then, I just fell in love with the game.
Go, let's go, let's go.
Playing basketball with Mercy, you know, he always just learned from everybody. Like he's the youngest, so he had to get whooped on by me, my older brothers, my dads, cousins, uncles.
I just love the competition. I'm a competitor. I love to work hard, just get after it.
We like that one.
For me, I like to get in the gym early mornings, you know, get some work before a lot of people get up. Usually a day, I'm trying to get 1,000 shots up at least. Going into my senior year, I want to be the best version of myself. You know, I want to be one of the best shooters in the world, so you got to put the work in.
The way I built No Limit is just on hard work. never giving up. The name of the company is gonna be no limit to our success. And I feel like it rubbed off on my son, Mercy, the same way, because you have to be addicted to what you love and what you wanna be. And I feel like that's how he is when you talk about basketball. He addicted to it. What I love about Mercy, when he on the basketball court, I say, what's your most important thing, son? He said, protecting the family name. And that makes me proud, like my son know I'm gonna protect the family name. So that means that he know how to protect the legacy.
Nothing was given to me or my brother. Everything we had to work for. You know, I feel I had to get it out the mud. I just came from a different soil, that's how I feel.
Sprint to me first. Good, drive it. You gotta drive it, turn that corner. Turn that corner. There you go. Today's my favorite day. We call it Ball Head Wednesday. So on Ball Head Wednesday, it's more so about cardio and making sure they get a lot of shots up. Because in basketball, you have to be able to shoot the rock. And what we've been focusing on with Murs is his hand placement and his balance. If he can get balance and get his hand placement, he can shoot the rock. It's almost money. Almost like 99.9% going in. Well, you know how I shoot it though. I'm a shooter. Good. Drive it. Good. Yes. That's it. Not down.
This is what it's about right here. That work, that hard work. The gym feel like it's 100 degrees in here. And he got us running, doing all this cardio, but this is what's gonna make us be great. I'm willing to do it.
Make sure you get in that base, Hurst. Good. Touch up.
My brother, he always gonna push me too, so I love getting in the gym with him. He make it fun, but then he make me better at the same time. He not gonna let me BS and slack off. So, I mean, you can't ask for a better blueprint than somebody who's gonna work hard and show you the way.
Yes, sir, Murs. Come on, push it. Boom.
At this young of an age, I feel I put too much time into this to not be something. I'm gonna do my part to put my work in.
I'm proud of Mercy. Like, just from watching him grow up from a baby to now, it's just crazy, like, to see how much he grown and how much he grew over time. It's just amazing seeing how, like, excellent he is now and all the big things he's accomplishing and he will accomplish in the future. So, proud big brother.
I tell him all the time, I love him, I'm proud of him. I know that he's a great person. So that's the most important thing, knowing that my son is gonna be a great man because he have the discipline. I don't just give him whatever he wants. I make him earn it.
My dream for basketball, I want to be the best player ever. I mean it, so I want to be the greatest. I love the game. I'm going to give it my all so I can be where I want to be.
Hey!
She's a perfectionist. So everything she wants to do, she wants to be perfect at it.
She gets that from you.
Yes, she does.
Jersey's best qualities are her determination, her competitiveness. Comes in and she wants to win, she wants to be number one and she does what it takes.
I think Jersey's greatest quality is her work ethic. She's a hard worker. She sets her goal really high and, she's just marking them off like, I did this skill, I'm about to get this skill, and she just, has her little checklist and she's just determined to just conquer it all.
My name is Jersey Blue Cromartie. I'm 10 years old and I'm a gymnast.
Wow, beautiful.
So I go to gym at 8:30 in the morning and then I end at 11:30. Then I go to school and do my schoolwork and then I go back to gym and at 3:30 I do my practice and then I end at 6:30.
I've been coaching jerseys for 2.5 years now. I mean, she already trains as a 10-year-old 34 hours a week, so, she does 4 days a week. And, we do all 4 events, conditioning, flexibility, and just a lot of dedication.
We noticed that Jersey was excelling and she had potential to go far in gymnastics. So we felt as if, we needed to put her in the right place to do that. And no other way to do that than to have her being trained at a gym with the best gymnasts in the world, with Simone Biles, and being trained by an elite level coach. And it was the best decision, for her.
we're fortunate enough to have a lot of older girls that she can kind of look up to, and we do have several elites that she can see what it takes to get there and the skills that she'll have to learn in the future, and run for 10 minutes or something along those lines, and then we'll do about a 15-minute stretch, and then we'll do about 40 minutes or so of conditioning, and then a little bit of stretch again, and then we'll start events usually. Every other day we'll alternate. We do upper body, and then the next day we'll do lower body. We do a thing upper body, we call it physical abilities pretty much. That includes the rope, leg lifts, handstand hold, presses. And it's just pretty much the main muscles that you use day in and day out in the gym. And we do a lot of conditioning to protect their body since they do train so much, and we want to make sure they're healthy as much as possible.
My favorite thing to do are overshoots on bars, and on beam it might be front toss, and on floor most likely it would be double backs.
My husband has been really militant. He comes from a sport world, so everything in this house is geared towards a sports mentality. So, it's played in her everyday life since she was born.
I started gymnastics when I was 2. Well, my sister started doing gymnastics and I wanted to copy her.
Surprisingly, she did a lot at 2. She was able to do handstands and tucks and rolls. Like, she was pretty advanced a little bit because she would sit and watch her older sister do it all day. So whether or not she did it correctly or not, that was the, question, but she was able to do something.
I like to paint and cook. My favorite thing to cook is fried Oreos.
Family to us is everything. My husband and I both grew up in a single parent household, and we've been trying our best to just pour that love in them and to just show them that everything is not going to always be perfect, but it's worth it. So we work towards that every day, to show them love, to show them kindness, to allow them to be humble, and to be just given. And that's just what we do from a day to day. When she was 6, she told me that she needed to be in the gym more, so I had to homeschool her. I was like, I'm not homeschooling you, like, you're going to school. She's like, but I need to be homeschooled, so you need to figure it out. So if you're telling me that at 6, I told him, I was like, hey, she needs to be homeschooled, we gotta figure it out. So, as long as she knows what she wants to do, and she's working towards it, then, we're all the way in Texas now from New Jersey because we wanted her to be at the best gym. So, we're just gonna continue to push her.
My biggest goal is to go to my favorite college, Georgia.
Jersey has her father's work ethic. I don't know if she just watched him or if it's because they're just 2 days apart, but she's a lot like him when it comes to her work, and what she puts into it. And I think he kind of like pushes her a lot too. Their talks.
That's what I'm supposed to do.
Okay, so Jersey Blue is our boss baby. She's what we call daddy's favorite. She normally gets what she wants. She's extremely funny. She's the one with the one-liners. If she's going at it with her siblings, she's the one that you don't want to mess with because she's going to hit you hard and your feelings might get hurt. Outside of that, she's just a lovable kid. Like, she's extremely responsible. She's so helpful. She cleans, and she's just extremely loving.
I would say I hope for a Jersey Blue future to be bright, just from a standpoint of how she works, how she's very smart. She knows what she wants to do, and like our goal as parents is to push her to that goal, to get to where she wants to be, and make sure that wherever hiccups that we have along the way, we get through them and we go about them how we need to. But I mean, I just see her just excelling in everything that she does because of her work ethic, and she has a great supporting cast, not just with this family, but also with outside family also. I think the most important part about having our kids in sports is it teaches them life lessons. Not just it deals with adversity, deals with the mental aspect of life, how to problem solve when you get into trouble or anything. I think when you're looking at the whole entire picture of sports give you that whole entire revenue, just life period. You get hurt, you got to figure out how to get through it. You have a mental block, you have to try to figure out a way to get out of your mental block. You may lose in the competition, so now you're trying to figure out, okay, what do I have to do to get better? So I don't have the same type of problem the next time that I come up to this competition. So just in that 1 year, you can go through so many different changes in your sport and have adversity through it all, and you get a chance to solve those problems going through the whole entire thing.
It kind of gives them something to work towards, like a goal. So, every week, it's like, well, what are you working towards now in the gym? Or, is it strength? Is it focus? Is it, mental, game?
Thanks for checking out how I stay busy. To watch more videos like this, subscribe to Whistle Sports.